Hi, folks. It's Mrs. Phillips coming at you from our homepage just to give you a quick little rundown of what you're doing today. In our homepage, you're going to find, as usual, our activity feed agenda. In the agenda, I've asked you to access the Minds On activity for today, and our Google Meet link is right here. Once you've done that, you're going to be diving into a little bit of an investigation into ads. All of the ads are from the very famous company Nike, and you can access all of these in the content section of our course. So under content, just a quick review, Minds On is in the Minds On module right under Wednesday, September 23rd. And then for today's work, you're going into rhetorical devices and persuasive texts and accessing it in this module here entitled Rhetoric in Advertising. Folks, this little activity today is a little bit detailed, so I'm going to run through what you're going to be doing. First off, you need to open up this slide deck right here, Rhetoric in Advertising. It asks you to make a copy of the slide deck so that you can make your own notes in the speaker's note feature of Google Slides. So you're just going to go File, make a copy of the entire slide deck or of the entire presentation, and put it in your ENG3U105 folder in your Google Drive. In slide number 2, there are some instructions for you to access. You can follow through the instructions, but the slides are pretty straightforward. Basically, you're looking at the various ads and one article in this slide deck to think about which ad is the most persuasive based on how it uses rhetorical devices. So I want you to continue to think about that critical analysis format, that idea of moving from summarizing a text to actually analyzing it, interpreting it, and evaluating it. You're going to be evaluating one of these ads at least, or all of them, in order to choose one to talk about in a discussion post today in Brightspace. So I have a series of ads as well as an article. If this link doesn't work for you, I do have the article linked into this post as a PDF as well. And it asks you to look at Nike and how the company has used social issues as an advertising technique. So think about this, have a look at each of the ads that are offered in the slide deck. And then at the end, you are going to be thinking about which one is most effective. How are logos, ethos, and pathos being used in order to sell you something? Once you have come up with your ideas and you're ready to respond, you're going to be responding to a discussion post in Brightspace. And you can access the discussion with this link right here. It's going to open up the discussion for us, and you're going to be posting your response. So, again, once you've had a chance to have a look at the ads and do some analysis, you're going to be writing up one paragraph as a response to this question here. Which ad was most effective in persuading you? Super general, but I am offering very specific criteria for your response. I'd like it formatted as an answer, prove, explain formal paragraph. I'd like you to state your answer, make a specific reference to the ad, and use the terms from the rhetorical device booklet in your analysis, in your proof, and in your explanation, and then respond to at least one other post in the discussion. Now, in order to help you out, I've actually written up my own response and posted it to the discussion. Pink is my answer, green is my proof, blue is my explanation. And again, I want you to think about that critical analysis format. You're not just summarizing what the ad was about, you're talking about why it was effective, why it was persuasive. You should be making specific reference to a rhetorical device, at least one of them. You should be offering a quote from the ad, and you should also be explaining in detail how the device affects the reader, makes a certain form of appeal in order to be persuasive. So use my example as your model when you are writing up your own response. This is my first chance to see your own formal writing, so do your best work. You can edit it, make sure it's all ready to go, and then put it into the discussion. When you're done posting, please respond to one other response that has been posted. You can always build upon what someone has said, ask a question. You can respectfully disagree or agree with them. You can praise their response, or you can make a connection. These are all really effective ways to respond to a discussion in an academic setting. I'm looking forward to seeing what you have to offer today, guys. If you finish with time remaining, it's a great time to get caught up on some work or do a little more reading on persuasion. If you haven't read all the articles or the various things that have been posted so far, go back and have a look. You can review your rhetorical device booklet and become more familiar with those devices. Our next step is going to be writing a persuasive piece. So you might even want to start thinking about what your persuasive writing is going to look like and what topics or ideas you would want to tackle in a persuasive essay. So I hope you have a great day. Unfortunately, I'm sick, and because we're in the middle of a pandemic, I have to stay home until I have test results. So it's a waiting game at this point, guys. I'm hoping to be back to school tomorrow, but I have to wait and see. Until then, I can take any questions via email. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. I can't wait to see your discussion posts. Have a great day. Bye.